Hi, this is House to Home Diary, and it's been a few weeks since I've done an update for various different reasons I won't go into, but the extension is now progressing quite well. In a previous video, we discussed about the depth of the foundations. We have moved on to the next stage.
The foundations were poured with a really strong concrete, and you can see the link here, and then I asked Dean this.
So how can we do the foundations first?
Just because it's a bit awkward, I think. we always do the foundations first and then take the oversight off, because once we've got our heights here, then we can work out the makeup inside, so we know how much to drop the internals by your existing floor.
And so all of this inside the foundation is called the oversight?
Oversight, yeah.
There's my husband giving a good shot of the Kango hammer there. This was the beginning of the oversight, where we cleared a lot of the mess and created a good stable base for the first part of the build. The mess was then brought around to the front and taken away by grab lorries. Cheaper than skips. The old soil pipe was found and a new soil stack was added to it for the new drain runs.
That's the soakaway.
There are certain regulations you'll need to follow regarding the soakaway, but in general,
it's about as high as me.
It's about 5 metres away from your house. This is the outline of our new patio, to be continued.
So the next part of the build was to lay the drainage down. So what we did was we laid out the new pipes within the framework of the house.
Connected the rainwater to the soakaway and the soil pipe to the old soil pipe. Now we're going to talk about damp-proof core, sometimes referred to as damp-proof membrane, an essential part of any building. I am clearly not an expert, and most of this information you can find out yourself online. I think I have about 3 different layers in this wall. I have a lower level above the engineered bricks, and then I think this is called a stepped damp-proof membrane, which goes from slightly higher to slightly lower.
Then obviously your weep holes go in, and any water that gets in there
Comes straight out.
comes straight out.
And then these ties, they're for the insulation.
Yeah, and to hold the 2 skins together.
Hold the 2 skins together. Okay. Awesome.
And back to the patio. Oh, the poor patio had a little incident with a lot of bricks and a lot of heavy rain, and that's what happened there on the left hand side. We went for a Staffordshire Blue, or Staffy Blue as they're otherwise known, for the engineering bricks up to the DPC level. The 2 extensions to the rear of the property were made in the 1970s and also possibly made out of pure kryptonite, because they were absolutely impossible to knock down. The hay-like roof insulation was taken down to the local skip, the wood was recycled at the local skip, and the windows were taken out the front and taken away by the scrap people. The rest was used as hardcore for the foundations. On top of the hardcore, of course, goes the type 1, and then the sand, and then the membrane.
It's crazy. Like, why do we do this to ourselves?
The old part of the house has a suspended floor, and here you can see Dean is extending those air vents to make sure there's enough airflow to get through to the old part of the house. The damp-proof membrane covers every part of the split-level floor space. Say that 3 times. After hours of waiting and a possible slight miscommunication, the concrete for the oversight finally arrives. Right, enough of that. Once the oversight is dry, the boys can get cracking on the blockwork. And speaking of the blockwork, we went for a 7 Newton lignicide paint grade block on the inner leaf and a 7 Newton solid dense concrete block on the outer leaf, with 100mm Silytex and a 50mm air gap. I will be doing a vlog later on about the choices of the materials and why we chose them.
In our extension, we wanted to go with exposed bricks, exposed steels, but with that comes a few challenges that we didn't expect.
So keep an eye out for a later vlog that will explore some of those challenges and how we have overcome them. Ooh, sneaky peek of the old part of the house, which myself and my husband have slowly been destroying. I will try and give you an update on that soon. And you can see why Dean doesn't need to go to the gym after work. Oh, so there you go. I think I'm finally up to date. Well done me. I hope you've enjoyed watching, and if you want to see more, don't forget to click the like button and subscribe.
This is House to Home Diary, and remember, building an extension isn't as easy as clicking your fingers.